Oh, there we go. Now we're on. Number two, better than ever. All right. Sorry about that, folks. We're having technical difficulties. I guess because of the storm, maybe. But again, thanks for hanging out with me. You're on Warren First 931, all local, all the time. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter. Good morning on this dreary, no sunny day. But again, if you were like me last night, I stayed up half the night wondering how bad the storm's going to get, what's going to fall, what's going to make a mess in our yard. It was just a whole thing. But I will tell you, as far as the weather goes, because I want to start off with that this morning, right off the bat, because it was really bad this morning getting the kids to school, but it seems like it died down a little bit, but it's not over yet, guys. So on the Weather Channel, it's saying that we still are under a wind advisory now until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So be cautious on that. It says sustained winds can speeded up for 30 to 40 miles per hour with gusts of 50 to 55 miles. Um, right now, it's just affecting us guys in the Cumberland Plateau region area. So it says impacts so far today. It says gusty winds could blow around unsecured objects. Tree limbs could be blown down, and a few power outages may result. I did know when I was pulling in here at Tops Frozen Yogurt, I saw that there was a police officer down the street over here with his lights on, and it looks like they were cleaning up debris or working on some electrical work. I couldn't see exactly what they were doing, but that was one thing I saw on our way to school. Tons of tree limb debris. So please, please be cautious when driving out on the road. And, if there's any water that has been left over from the rain that has created these puddles, you don't want to hydroplane. So use caution. Put two hands on those wheels and be careful wherever you're going. But again, as the storm progresses, I do know when I go back, just a caution out there for all you working parents out there, or just working people in general. It does say tonight around 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. and on through the night until midnight, we're just going to get some snow showers possibly. So be cautious on that. So between let's see, 8 p.m. and 12 a.m., it looks like we may get some snow showers and some wind. And you as well as I do, I've lived in Tennessee, lived in McMinnville all my life so far, and the weather's just kooky crazy. So just again in the morning time, be cautious because when you wake up getting ready for work and stuff, it's going to be in the low 30s. So in case there's any frozen ice, you just need to be cautious. And also too, last night, I'm going to share it on my Warren First page. I did see that there's actually like a surrounding counties and just the whole of compass of Tennessee about school closings. So if you are not a part of like a schools out text club or a part of the phone call chain at school, I am going to post that on there. And if I ever do hear about certain schools closing, I'll mention it on here as well. Because somebody did ask me that a couple days ago. Shout out to everybody in the past 2 days that's been helping me get some stuff together. I got more material today, new material, new content, so I'm excited to talk about that. But before I do, I want to make sure that there's several ways you now can communicate with me. If you have an event or a sale or a special going on in your restaurant, you can now text me. I got on Google Voice yesterday and they gave me a number. My number is 931-305-0869. You can text me that way right now because that's just going to be easier to communicate with me, to let me know about events or if you're liking the show. Positive feedback is always great. And also if something's like not working so hot, I always prefer, to hear what I need to hear because pros and cons, you can't grow if you don't know. But with that said, you can communicate me with that. And again, my number is 931-305-0869. You can also go on my Facebook page at Warren First 931, message me through that. Or as well, you can actually, if you can't come on when I'm live, you can message me through YouTube as well. So many different ways to communicate with me. And of course, if you know me personally, if you're coming through town, probably not today because it's rainy and dreary, but if you're ever coming through town and you know that I'm already here, I'm not opposed to you just coming to the window at Tops and bringing me your flyer or something written up while I'm in here, and then make it happen, because that's all like I said on my first show, is the only way this show is successful is how you make it, because I can't be without you guys. I need you. So again, coming up today, 2 big events. I talked about, I want to hit up on, and I don't like that mode. Go back. The Short Mountain Distillery guys, and a shout out to Billy and them for the way they're growing, they're expanding. I think it's amazing for where I said this yesterday, where they started and now where they're at. But today from 6 to 8 p.m., and again, you have to call and get tickets because it's a real cool exclusive tasting. It's going to say, bring in the new year, one sip at a time. It's going to be located at the Burro Bourbon and Brews, and that's located on 124 North Maple Street in Murfreesboro. You can visit Burro Bourbon and Brews in Murfreesboro on January the 9th, which is today, for a full taste of the Short Mountains authentic Tennessee spirits. Taste 5 select whiskeys and 3 crafted moonshines, pours, and enjoy 1 of 4 curated cocktails for free. Learn about the Short Mountain story, and while you're there, you'll learn more about the Short Mountain story, the process, and tasting notes from the owner himself, Billy Kaufman. Super nice guy. If you've not met him, guys, super sweet man. Fun, and then you're going to have the band out there. It's called Fun with Dick and Jane. We'll provide the music for the night. Now, the tickets are limited. It's $20 per ticket, limited supply only. You can purchase yours early on Venmo or the night at the door. Must have a valid license of 21 plus. And if you want any more information on that, I can vis-a-vis text message you. Like I said, you can text me at 305. I'm going to remember this. 0869. And I can text you the rest of that information if you would like for that. So again, kudos to them. And I will say this too. Thanks to Ann Brown and Melody Krim. They were helping me all day yesterday, adding a ton of events on the calendar. So that makes me so excited. And my next venture, I did 1 out of my 2 steps, by the way, on this community calendar, guys, because there is a ton of stuff already on it, and I want you guys to be able to visually see it. So today my goal is to make that happen for you. So it's just going to be great. And remember to, if you're following me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, if you want to have access to my community calendar where you can add the events so people can see them on a daily basis, just send me, DM me or PM me or text message me anytime, Monday through Friday, and I will give you access to that as well. Another event going on today is the grand reopening of the Southern Eatery. Now, this is located in Morrison. Now, they're already opened up for business. They opened up at 7 a.m. and they're going to be there till 2:30 p.m. today. So before you get your kiddos, go and try, check out the Southern Eatery. They're located at 100 West Maple Street in Morrison. The Southern Eatery is a taste of home kind of restaurant. They have a wide variety of types of food. So again, make sure you check that out. If I have time today, I definitely am going to check that out. And also too, today, since it is Tuesday, I will be here once again from 3:30 to 5:30 selling father-daughter dance tickets as well as mother-son dance tickets that Covenant is putting on this year, once again at Bridgestone Learning Center. And the theme this year is country elegance. So your dress attire can be formal or casual. Tickets are $35 each. If you are wanting tickets and you can't make it, there's other ways you can do it. I'm going to be here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can also go to the main office at Covenant from their office hours of operation, which I believe are the school hours. I think they're there till 3:30 or 4:30. I have to double check with Beth on that. I'll text her later today. And then also too, if you know anybody that is on the dance committee. They can get you tickets as well. Or if you message me at 305-0869, I've been delivering tickets. I've went to schools already delivering tickets to teachers. I have went to banks delivering them to employees. So whatever is the easiest for you, because as of right now, I'm a semi-retired stay-at-home mom. And not only am I trying to do my community service by doing this with you guys, but I just want to make it easier for everybody. If I can make it better accessible for you, why not? So again, that is the Covenant Academy's Country Elegance Mother-Son Dance and Father-Daughter Dance. Once again, if you do want tickets, I will be here tonight at Tops from 3:30 to 5:30. And please make sure, two ways you can pay with me is either you bring the exact amount, or write a check to Covenant Academy, one of the two. So that's that on that one. Shout out to my boys at Smooth Rapids. They always have something fun going on throughout the week. And one thing that they have is a survey time showdown. Now I played it once, so I'm not 100% how to tell you how to play that game. But the game is a cross between Family Feud and America Says. We surveyed groups of people, and you have to guess what they answered. Hilarious categories and fun questions. Teams compete based on the popularity of course, the answers. It's fast-paced, it's fun to play, and fair to everyone. There are no right or wrong answers, just the most popular. You can contact Smooth Rapids for more information, but that's that's tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So make sure you check that out. And they always have Smooth Rapids, and I know Collins River Barbecue and Mud Bums. They always have events going on throughout the week. They have specials going throughout the week. Most of our restaurants in town have specials going on. You just coming into Tops, they have it right on their front door, and you can see what they have, like with their half sandwiches and their soup. You can't beat it. So I always take, that way. And then also too, which he's not messaged me this morning. Let me check on him while I'm thinking about it. But at Jay's Restaurant, I know I talked about they had their burger and cheeseburger special yesterday. And of course they said sorry for the inconvenience, but they had to shut down due to some repairs in the ceiling. Are you guys open today? I know he was there this morning looking at what kind of work they were still working on and if they got it done, because that's the number one priority. They got to get that fixed. But with that said, if they are open today at Jay's Restaurant, today after 2 p.m., it's 10% off all on the Mexican food that he serves. So again, 10%. Today is the 10% off on Mexican food after 2 p.m. So make sure you go out and see that. Kudos. I saw this on Facebook last night. Congratulations to the city of McMinnville has been awarded 2 grants totaling over $1 million for stormwater management. And speaking of stormwater management, look outside, So with that said, all projects will be fully funded by grants. Both projects are expected to elevate stormwater issues in the area through the green in fractures. Listed below are the details and a brief video that can help explain the benefits of wetlands in stormwater management. Junior did just get back with me. He said he is going to be open today. So make sure you check that out. What happened? No, go back. Cancel. Okay, here we go. So project number 1 is on Potter Lane. The Potter Lane project is a 2-acre site to create a storm water management park. Let's see. This park will consist of a detention pond, wetland garden, multiple rain gardens, a permittable paver parking lot, nature walking path. In addition to this, we will be moving the community garden to this site and adding a community orchard, apples and pears. That's going to be neat. Additionally, there will be educational place cards throughout the site, explaining the functionality of each storm water management practice. Now, the project number 2 is going to be behind Bobby Ray School. This project is 5 acres and will create an additional storm water management park. This park will consist of a large wetland restoration for water detention and another paved parking lot, a large boardwalk that will give citizens the opportunity to go into the wetland and learn more about the ecosystem and functionality through the educational place cards. Additionally, there will be seating and shaded areas also for the citizens. But I think that's neat. Congratulations to the city of McMinnville for being awarded 2 grants totaling over $1 million. And like I said, and this is specifically, a lot of people don't understand this. When you get grants from the government, it has to go to that grant that you applied for. So they must have applied for some stormwater management. And this is what that money is specifically going to, which I think is amazing. Because being at the radio as long as I've had, one thing that me and Duke and even Justin would always say, there was a spot right there between us and the blue building. And that drain, when it rains like this, and they've been working on it forever, and I think they finally got it worked out like last year or the year before last. And that drain was just taking in so much water. So again, having 2 grants awarded to us that way, that's amazing. Again, keeping up with what's going on in the city. If you are wanting to sign up for spring 2024 youth soccer, registration is actually going to start on January the 11th. So that is coming up this week. They're going to register from January 11th to February 11th. Now, online signups are also going to be starting soon. So if you can't do in person, you can go to the Civic Center. And then, of course, registration fees, age groups, U3 through U18 is $45. Your second, third, and fourth, etc. child as well. Same family, $40. And then late registration, which that's not going to start until after February the 12th, is $60. But right now it's only $45. And spring youth soccer signups are going to be from January 11th to February the 11th. So again, if you go on the McMinnville Parks and Rec page, you can actually see this information that they got on there as well. And it gives you the league determined, by your birth year. And it has that right there. I don't know if you can see it. Boom. So I just zoomed in on that. But yeah, you can go on McMinnville Parks and Rec and see the whole thing if that's what would be better for you guys. Also, shout out to the McMinnville Public Works guys. And I saw this on their page yesterday. The weather outside is getting frightful, but your Public Works department is always delightful. Here's a look at what we got done this past week and what we're going to do next week. So right now they're cleaned ditches out of the Rocket Park and Clearview Drive. They fixed and graveled road on Rocket Park. They formed and poured 140 feet of curb and 100 feet of sidewalk. They have another 140 feet on sidewalk formed as well. And then they finished putting up the Christmas decorations downtown. And I have to do a shout out to Hank and all of them that put these Christmas decorations, the diligence and the time and the patience that they put into making downtown beautiful. I say this every year when it happens, but I know they keep adding more each year because that's the goal. But I'll tell you, bravo this year, guys. Downtown looked so magical. And I know you're taking down the lights and stuff, but at the same time, if they could just be up a little bit long, I like my lights up, I like my lights up. So let's see here. Okay, and that's on that. Now, again, coming up this weekend, if you want a good little country ham breakfast, Warren County Rescue Squad is doing theirs again this Saturday on the 13th from 6 a.m. to 9:30. The location is, of course, at the Rescue Squad building on Sparta Street And if you want to go to the dining room area, that will be open. For large orders, they are asking you to give them at least 1 hour notice. You need to call them right at 6 a.m., guys, to make sure that they can provide for you guys, and they should be able to. But pickup and delivery orders are also available for whether it's a large group or a small group. And you can call them at 931-473-7023. Breakfast plates are $10, which includes ham, 2 biscuits, potatoes, scrambled eggs, and some gravy. Ham biscuit is $3. A gravy and biscuit is $3. And if you need some extra gravy, it's $1. So again, but they do it twice a month. And of course, this month it's going to be on the 13th and the 27th of January. I talked a little bit about this on Friday. There is homeschool PE available. I have a ton of friends and family that do homeschooling with their children. And if you go on the McMinnville Parks and Rec, you can actually see that they have availability like dodgeball, basketball, hockey, duck hunt, pin blast, but they have the schedule for January, February, and March on their Facebook page. So make sure you check that out, because today, being the 9th, if you're in homeschool PE, it is dodgeball. So if you want to be a part of that, there you go. Let's see here. I'm going to take a quick water break. Water break. There we go. Always got to get some water. Don't forget, guys, you can always communicate with me. Tell me howdy. I see I do have one person watching me right now, so good morning to you. Hopefully you're braving the weather. If you missed me talking about it earlier this morning, driving around, going to school and back here, it does look like there is some power lines down, some power poles down. I heard from going out towards the mall. There is a lot of tree debris. I will say this. We are under a wind advisory until 6 a.m. tomorrow. That's from the Weather Channel. And keep in mind, too, starting at around 8 o'clock, your kids and us, we may see some snow showers. Now, I don't know if it's going to stick, but again, that we're going to have snow showers from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. So be cautious on that, because I just don't want no one to get hurt, especially in the morning with all that cold weather. A big thing starting up, because this is the last week of McMinnville on Ice, because January 13th is the last day. But today, or not today, on Thursday, January the 11th, you got it from 5 to 8. Now, if there is like issues because with the storm coming through, I don't know if it's going to be raining Thursday. I didn't get that far in my weather, but be on the lookout. You can always look on the McMinnville, Tennessee, or McMinnville Parks and Recs page. They always let you know if they canceled or they're not going to open up due to bad weather. But yeah, and you can also go on McMinnville Parks and Rec if you're interested in doing some skating and already plan ahead and print off that link that they got on there for the waiver for you to fill out as well. Also, which I think is fun to do, the detention is having a Tupperware bingo. Now, I'm going to have to call Bernadette and them on this, because I've never heard of Tupperware bingo, but that is going to be on Thursday night this week from 5 to 7 p.m. And if you don't know where the detention is, it's at the elementary. They're located at 615 School Street, Morrison, Tennessee. And if you're familiar with the Morrison area, it's the old Morrison School. So, but if you're not, let me know. I can message you. Again, you can text me anytime at 931-305-0869, and I will get you that information as possible. But again, it's Tupperware Bingo at the detention this Thursday, January 11th, from 5 to 7 p.m. It's going to say dinner at 5, and it's going to start at 6. And you can go on the detention's page and click on that link to get more details. That sounds really fun. Me and my son were huge. We love bingo. So if we don't have anything, well, we won't be able to get there for supper time, but we would be able to get there for bingo. He does Sullivan. That's why I'm on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and he doesn't get done till about 5:30. But we should be able to go. Also going on Thursday night at Smooth Rapids once again. It's trivia night, and again, trivia night it repeats every week. Every Thursday they have a trivia night, and it's from 7 to 8. If you don't know where Smooth Rapids is, it's located on Durham Street. You can't miss it. Team up with your favorite know-it-alls to compete for prizes and bragging rights. General trivia covers everything from movies, music, history, art, science, cartoons, and advertising to current events, sports, literature, and more. Challenging fun, and it's a great way to show off what you know. So again, if you are, and you think you're like the world's best know-it-all, that might be up someone's alley this week to go Thursday and do some trivia at Smooth Rapids. But make sure you get the best stacked team. I know when I go into a trivia competition who I'm bringing. That's my brother, my mother, and my husband right there. And then if I need more people, then I would get, I'm just the hype girl. I'll be completely, I know some stuff when it comes to trivia games. I don't know if it's because of my test anxiety that I have, but I am the best hype girl on any team. I'll be your cheerleader. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Also, on the 12th, as we have already discussed, which I should have just said it all at once, but I'll do it now. McMinnville on Ice is back Friday night, but it's going to be from 5 to 8. And then, of course, on Saturday, it's going to be back again for the last. Let's see. I want to make sure I give you the right time on that one. Right here. Yep. So on Friday, it's going to be from 5 to 8. And then on Saturday, it's 5 to 8. And this Saturday, of course, McMinnville on Ice, it's the last one before they start tearing that down and cleaning it up. And I want to go back to my overview here. A lot of things are happening over the weekend. Of course, the Warren County Rescue Squad's having their country and breakfast, which we already talked about. And then also in Sparta, somebody posted for me on the 13th, there's going to be a Calf Killer Brewery tour. Say that 3 times fast. They're located at 1839 Blue Springs Road in Sparta. It says, come and learn some brewery history, sample some beers, and feel the magic. Give the brewery a call to book your spot today. So I don't know if there's a limited number for that, but you can call Calf Killer Brewery at 931-739-2337. Also going on, which I am so excited about, you don't understand. On the 13th at Tractor Supply Company, God love them, Cousins Maine Lobster is coming to town, folks. This is like right next to Christmas for me. But with that, Cousins Maine Lobster, they're kicking off 2024 right. We're headed to McMinnville for some lobster. They are a cashless. We accept. That's correct. Before I forget, they're cashless. So you have to have a debit or credit card or Apple Pay. Order ahead on the app and skip the line. Mobile orders are accepted for the day of. Posted events only. Mobile app ordering opens up at least 1 hour before each truck event. Once the previous event has finished, you can also earn points and redeem rewards. Mobile app ordering at times, may be limited or sometimes unavailable, probably depending on the cell service you have when you're over there. But you can always order with us directly at the truck. We can't wait to see you guys. So again, they're kicking off 2024 right by coming to McMinnville. They're going to be located at Tractor Supply on Saturday. I am so excited for this. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. But again, the lobster is amazing. Like, you will not be disappointed. I do promise you that. Several things are going on. It is the second Saturday downtown on the 13th from 5 to 8 p.m. or till the business is closed. So enjoy that. And of course, the second Saturday downtown repeats every month on the second Saturday. So you can't miss that. Shops downtown open till 8 p.m. or longer, depending on who they are. And there's going to be live music as well. And with that said, as I'm thinking about it ahead of time, here are actually some, if I can get to it, come on now, some of the businesses you guys can locate. Now, I do have on my Warren First page where you shop local, and courtesy of Melody Krim, she actually has a post. So a lot of retail shops specifically talking about downtown here. Chantilly Boutique and Gifts. There's the Crouch House, Red Door Boutique, and Red Door Kids. Of course, Tops Frozen Yogurt come in for that. Handsome Jack's Mercantile. Let's see, the Western Farm Girl, the Vintage Market on Main, Evelyn Taylor Avenue, Little Posies Boutique, Three Sisters Candle Company, Southern Tradition Gifts and Interior, McMinnville Florist, Diamond Jewelry, All Occasion Flowers and Gifts, Renewed Creation, Lemon, The Hitch Outfitters, Heavenly Closet Thrift, and Trendy Trunk Collective. That says it's coming soon. All the food places that's down here. You got Begonia's Restaurant, of course, Tops Frozen Yogurt, and Metro Deli. That lets me hang out in here. They haven't kicked me out yet. Cumberland Biscuit Company, O Sugar, Juicy's Wellness Cafe, Collins River Barbecue and Cafe, the Vanilla Bean Baking Company, and coming soon is the Local Craft Food and Drink. If y'all have not seen that, it's over there by the McMinnville Jiu-Jitsu place. It looks really neat what they're putting together. And to be able to have that nice little view, it's so nice. And then also, too, check out these places. This is the beauty side of downtown. You got the Hive 931, Wink Skincare Studio. Shout out to Sydney and the gang. They do amazing facials. They do on-the-go facials. I have to brag on them because I've been there. They do a great job on waxing. It's very hard to find somebody that, for me, when it comes to waxing my eyebrows, because I like my eyebrows thick, that some people just want to make them thin. And I'm like, no. I like my thick eyebrows. And so the ladies there do a great job. Let's see. Ross & Company, shout out to Christy, Phi Aesthetics, The Studio, Hair Uptown, Iron Tusk, Vanessa's Place Salon. Let's see, it says 931 Studio, and also Balanced Body with April. So that's a couple more. And then also, too, there's just so many businesses. You got Paula's Dance Academy, McMinnville Jiu-Jitsu Academy, Journey Movement and Dance, Garrison Martial Arts, and the Twisted Yogis. And then last but definitely not least, the museums that we have out here. We got the historic Dr. Thomas Black House, the Heritage Alliance of McMinnville, the Black History Museum of Warren County, and Southern Museum and Galleries. Now, we have Airbnbs that are down here as well. Joe and them, they have set up that nice place next door to where Ashley's Attic and Poppy's and all them used to be. And they have made some really interesting looking Airbnbs. Very elegant, very upscale. You can't go wrong. So if you're ever in town for a concert show and things like that, I would always highly suggest to do that. And also, I've been talking about this and blowing them up. Lastly, that I have for the 13th is the Ultimate Oldies Rock and Roll show at the park. It starts at 7 o'clock. Doors open up. Let me click on it. It says, join us on Saturday the 13th at 7:30 p.m. when the Ultimate Oldies Rock and Roll show returns at the Park Theater stage. The Ultimate Oldies is a fun and exciting blast from the past that takes you back to the early days of rock and roll with some of the greatest hits from the 50s, 60s, and the 70s. I've been at this show. It is phenomenal. If I get time to go to this one, because we already got so much stuff going on family-wise, this will be my 4th or 5th show seeing them, and this would be the second time I see them in McMinnville. But like I said, I saw them in Cookeville, and I saw them in Murfreesboro, and I saw them at Canyon County Arts Center. So it's just, yeah, you will not be disappointed. If you're a fan of the 50s, 60s, and 70s, yes, please do so. Tickets start at $25 and are available now online. So get your ticket while you can, because again, tickets go fast on these stuff. And especially I have to, while I'm talking about the Park Theater, if you've not got your Lori Morgan tickets for, I believe it's February the 9th, you better get them, because you don't want to miss out. It's Lori Morgan. Okay, let me see what's next. I've already talked about that. Oh, I do want to say one other thing, and I did bring the paper with me, and I'm going to give the Southern Standard some love this morning. Over last weekend, we had several things happen. Not only did my father-in-law get rushed to the hospital, the ER, because he was having trouble breathing. I have to tell you the way we found out all this. But we did find out he's fine now. He had a blood clot in his lung, so please pray for him as he's getting geared up to go to his lung doctor. But he's fine. But as we went to go check on him, my aunt by marriage, Elaine, comes out in a wheelchair, and I'm like, we're all like, what's going on? And she was talking to my husband at the time, and she was actually the school bus driver that was involved in that school bus wreck. And God had his hand over that, because no one got, everybody got hurt, not too bad, but everybody made it out. No one passed away, thankfully. But I just want to say thanks to everybody that have sent me text messages checking on her. And I've been, I'm going to been sending prayers that way. So again, please be cautious while driving today and the rest of the week, because it does not look like the weather is going to be picking up, or, sun ain't coming out anytime soon. As the weekend wraps up, following next week on the 15th is Martin Luther King Day. And I do know a lot of schools are off that day. So be aware of that. So you're going to have, it looks like some schools are going to have a 3-day weekend. Kudos to you guys. And then following on that Monday is the neighborhood Bible study that's also going on, which that repeats every week until January the 29th. And it's going to be at the Arlington Church of Christ. Shout out to Justin Reed. Not only is he, on our local radio station, but he's also the minister at Arlington Church of Christ. Refreshments will be served at 6 p.m. The Bible study starts at 6:30. The topic right now is in the beginning, Genesis 1 through 11. These classes are opened to anyone that desires the study of God's Word, and they would love for you to be our neighbor and come study with us. For more information, you can call Justin at 615-785-3595. But again, that is on Monday. And then something I saw, which I thought was really neat, that somebody posted yesterday that I added to our community calendar. It's called Singo at Smooth Rapids. And of course, I had to look that up. What is Singo? But again, on Tuesday, January the 16th, starting at 7 o'clock, Smooth Rapids is putting on it's bingo with a musical twist. I'm really curious. I would love to go see that. I think me and my son would actually enjoy that. But you can contact Smooth Rapids for more information, but they're calling it Singo. It's bingo with a musical twist. Real quickly, don't forget to get your tickets for January 19th. That's on a Friday for the Park Theater. They're going to have that band called Gangsta Grass out there. Tickets are on sale right now. You can actually go to the easiest way to get tickets at the Park Theater, honestly, is to go on their website. And then you can see it all in a big shebang. And then the other thing is that I love is the fact of you can go on there and see what ticket seats have already been taken. So, whether that's Lori Morgan or, Gangster Grass or the Ultimate Oldies, that's also coming up, get them while you can. I always say don't wait the week of or the day of or go to the door, because if you want specific seats somewhere, you got to get them now. Another big event going on Saturday, January the 20th at Cowboy Up Bar and Grill. They're going to have the band Blaze perform. And again, that starts at 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. For more information, you can contact Cowboy Up Bar and Grill. Another amazing local talented artist from McMinnville, August Lowe's is celebrating their 1-year anniversary. And so they're going to have an anniversary jam at Collins River Barbecue Saturday night on January the 20th at 9 p.m. It's going to be upstairs in Collins River in downtown McMinnville. Doors open up at 8. $5 admission at the door. All original Southern rock music. I'm actually looking forward to meeting the guys tomorrow at their band practice. I'm going to actually do a pre-record with them so you guys can not only hear their music, but you also can get to know the guys. And you should know Josh Moore. Everybody knows Josh. Him and his wife are super nice. We've done Christmas parties with him, and it was just always so fun. And I cannot wait to be back, or Halloween parties, I should say. Last time we went, me and my husband, I was Peggy Bundy. So I had the red wig and everything. It was really neat. But with that said, August Lowe's Anniversary Jam, Saturday night, January the 20th at 9 p.m. Make plans. I will be, like I said, recording them tomorrow, but I won't do the playback until the week of the event. So be listening to that. And speaking of doing pre-records and things like that and interviews with people, if you are a retail business, a food business, a beauty business, any type of business that would like health business as well, because I did have that one person call me about that. Shout out to them, Home First. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm going to team up with Jonathan Womack, and we're going to start doing some live interviews. And once a month, he's going to play those on his end for you guys. And I just think it's great being like part of the Business Insider and the Community Insider of what events are going on. I do have some interviews already lined up, but if you are interested in becoming one of those people I get to interview, not only would you be on Jonathan's show, but you also would be on my show. Please feel free and call me at 931-305-0869. You can also message me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Warren First 931. So please let me know if you're interested in that. Coming up this week on Thursday, before I forget, I've talked about this, and this is one I'm going to repeat a lot of because I always think people everybody is always in need of something. But Freedom Life Church, don't forget, is doing their food giveaway this Thursday at the fair at 3 p.m. And they do this every Thursday, so you can't miss it. Also sticking into that realm, coming up on, as I'm looking, yes, right here, on the 20th, which this is a real neat thing. I was talking to Melody actually about it yesterday, her and David. They have the Genealogical and Historical Association has monthly meetings. And their monthly meeting is going to be on Saturday. The one that's coming up for this month is going to be on Saturday, January the 20th from 2 to 3 p.m. They said you can join the Warren County Genealogical and Historical Association each month for their meeting. We have a different guest speaker for each month. She was telling me about the cool speakers that they have that a lot of people don't know. And so I think if this is something you're into, I thought about trying to go to this one specifically just to see what it's all about. I forgot which one she said was doing it. But again, the monthly meeting for the Warren County Genealogical and Historical Association meeting is going to be on January the 20th from 2 to 3. It's where you can actually go for that said meeting. It's going to be at 201 Locust Street. But again, if you want more information on that, let me know, and I will hook you up accordingly with the person on that. Also happening on Sunday, it's Sunday Fun Day at the Sammy Farm and Cow Rescue on January the 21st from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please visit their website to sign up for this big event. It's called the Sunday Fun Day at Sammy Farm and Cow Rescue. Whether it's just you or a whole group, we'd love to have you be a part of our herd When you come for a visit, make sure you wear clothes you don't mind getting dirty. We'll visit with Sanjay, Faith, and Little Lamb in the small pasture. They're going to also visit with the big cows in the main pasture to pass out treats. They'll take you on a walking tour of the farm, and you'll hear how far they've come, as well as their plans for the future. I always love hearing that when people like to grow and get bigger. If you like to walk through the woods to their cave, they can include that in the farm tour too. And of course, there will be lots of cow trivia and learning along the way. There will also be a scavenger hunt for the littles, and each child will receive several TCR cow pictures to color when they get home. How neat is that? So again, if you want information on that, let me know. Or when I get this community calendar post up, you'll actually get to click on the link yourself. It's called Sunday Fun Day at Samay Farm and Cow Rescue. I think that's so cute. How neat is that? Again, I'm trying to keep it with the base here. Okay, so yeah. So Thursday on January the 25th, don't forget the Steel Horse Disciple chapter meeting is going to be going down at 5:30 to 7:30. So just keep that in mind. And the NHC Bake and Sale is going on Friday, January the 26th. Of course, that's going to be at NHC McMinnville. That's at the 928 Old Smithville Road location. Come buy baked goods and craft items in the NHC dining room. All are welcome. There's also going to have a chili cook-off at 11, and the proceeds will benefit Helping Hands Ministry. So again, thank you who posted that for me. But that's the NHC Bake and Sell going on January the 26th. Another cook-off that's going on, speaking of chili, is, of course, my boy Aaron Turbin and them. They are doing an Armor of Light Motor Ministry chili cook-off on Saturday, February the 17th at the Redemption Center. If you are interested in becoming one part of the chili cook-off peeps, make sure you can contact Aaron at 808-6442, or you can email him at aaronturbin, at gmail.com. Tickets to enter your chili is $25. But if you do not want to be an entry fee, you just want to be an official taste tester, as I call it, when the doors open up at 1 o'clock, tickets are $10 at the door, and that includes your choice of chili. So again, I cannot wait to see how this is going to go. I wish I could be a part of it, but unfortunately, I can't eat a lot of tomato products. And what is chili mostly made out of? Yeah, can't do it. So let's see. I want to make sure I get most of this stuff down before I move forward. Oh, I guess I gotta go to the side. Thank you. Don't forget, fellas, if you want to plan ahead, Valentine's Day is on February the 14th. That's a Wednesday this year. You don't necessarily have to take your lady friend out on this day. I suggest getting Lori Morgan tickets. Wink, wink. And speaking of, here it is. Yeah. So, yes, Lori flippin' Morgan. Love her to death. Her show's on actually February the 9th. Doors, and it starts at 7:30. So if I were you, I would get your lady some tickets to see Lori Morgan. Just saying. Some more events going on in February. On February the 17th, and I want to make sure, yep. On February the 17th, the Custom Cow Cupid Shuffle Endurance Run will be happening at 8 a.m. It's going to be starting at the Warren County Middle School. If you guys want more information on this endurance run that Mad Cow's doing, contact Monica and them at Mad Cow Running Company, or message them on Facebook, whatever's the easiest, because that's just, how it is. Keep in mind, before I'm fixing to wrap it up for today, don't forget, if you need to message me and let me know what's going on around in your community, or with your organization, several ways you can communicate that with me, as I'm trying to get all this cleaned up and going. You have several ways now. I'm on Google Voice, which is a phone text message service you can get for free. And my Google Voice number is 931-305-0869. You can message me there and contact me whether you want to be on the show or whether you want to be a part of the show, where I can come and visit you and do interviews, get to know your business, get to know what you're doing, your involvement in the community is. You can also message me on YouTube. You can message me on, yes, today the kids did have school, from what I heard. Yeah, oh, that's my mother-in-law. Yes, the kids did have school. Let me tell her, yes, they did. But with that said, you can message me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at WarrenFirst931. Don't forget, I'll be back here. If you have information you want to get on my show, I am going to take a break where we won't be on tomorrow live. I'm going to use that time to get more information, some new information, and finish up trying to get this community calendar public, because once I get this up and running, you guys are going to be so excited about it. But with that said, I'll be back live on the show Thursday and Friday. And then I do have some things up my sleeve next week. I do want to give a little shout out love to Jimmy Haley. Mr. I was calling him Jimmy Haley or Mr. Haley. He was my school teacher. So Mr. Haley is actually going to be we're going to be working on a segment called Throwback Thursday, and it's going to be my historical segment with him, because out of all the people that know a lot about McMinnville, it is that man. If you ever done ghost tours with him or historical walking tours with him, or if you were me and my generation of YSIers and you were Team Haley, guess what? He took you and told you. It's just the neatest thing. The stuff he told me, I will always remember forever. So, but with that said, excuse me. With that said, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Be cautious, be careful today, as the weather is going to still be windy. We're going to be under that wind advisory until 6 a.m. tomorrow. And also, too, with that said, tonight at 8 p.m., we're going to have snow showers until 7 a.m. So if you want to be cautious, be listening. If you're not a part of a Schools Out text club or anything like that, like with the radio and stuff, please go to my page, because I did share last night on Warren First. There's actually, I started following them. There is a Facebook page that's been created for the Tennessee, all of Tennessee, of Schools Out. And some schools were already out yesterday for, snow flurries and things like that. So again, take care. God bless. Enjoy the rest of your day the best you can. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.